we there? Are we good? Are we here? I think we're here. I think we're good. Yes, I am tenuously saying that we are back. We are here. Can you all hear me? And most importantly, can you all... I don't... Oh. They should be able to hear you now.
Oh no. That's terrible.
Well, I believe people can be watchable. I'm gonna wait for Zach to come back and tell me if we're watchable or not, because I believe
Zach.
the dropped frames are now looking at 0. I believe that is a good sign. This is much better. Huzzah! We are back, and we are back, and we are rocking. Matt is officially back from eating too much under-counter cheese-related illness.
Never eat cheese you find under the desk, guys. Just FYI.
I'm glad it took you this long to find... I've been telling you for a while now, do not eat cheese that you find under the desk. But I'm glad that it took you a month off to learn the lesson of do not eat the desk cheese.
Bad desk cheese, man. It'll get you in the end. Like you only really learn the lesson if you ever get sick from it. But thank you for the welcome back. I'm sorry I was gone so long. I'm feeling much better. Thank you for the little words of encouragement I've been getting from people. So happy to be back. I've been sitting on my ass watching some of the wrestling, and also I've been doing some things in the background, just getting stuff up. I'm really looking forward to being back for tonight for more Wrestling is Silly.
It is one hell of a night that you have decided to make your return to. We are opening and closing the night with two of your boys, two matches of your boys coming together. We are breaking new ground in Wrestling is Silly. We've been doing a lot of research and stuff behind the scenes to get whole new things to you, and we are closing the show. I will announce this now. We are closing the show with a Flippy Shit Division title shot, the first of its kind. Karl Marx is officially going to defend his title. Now that you are back, now that you can officially commission a title shot for that division, how are you feeling about this whole card going forward tonight?
I think this is going to be the best card we've ever done, because I'm here, and also my boys are in action, so...
It has to be the best card, because it is the first card of 2023 to have you as part of it. Is that right?
Well,
yes,
that's about right.
It was New Year's that you got injured. Not injured, ill.
Injured. Over-cheesed.
Over-cheesed. That's an interesting way of looking at it.
Don't think about that one too much.
I won't, don't worry. So, without further ado, shall we get down to the action? Shall we go down to the ring for our first match of the night? Shall we reveal what it is, or shall we just go straight down?
Let's just let them see. Let's enjoy the greatness that is the first match back.
So your first match of the night. Let's go down to the ring and see what is unfolding. Once again, I know. I think bringing both of Vicious and Delicious to you would have maybe triggered some cheese attacks. So I was cheese flashbacks, of course, yeah. so I thought only best to bring the one tonight.
And his opponent representing the bad guys from your darkest fears, weighing in at 183 pounds, the Terror, Dr.
Oh, you're back now. You should be back now.
Am I? Hello?
I forgot when I brought you back, I had to bring all of your audio sources back and not the Zach audio sources. You are in fact there now. But to catch everyone up, cheese sickness. Now you're up
Yeah.
to date.
It is the cheese sickness.
So this marks the first time we've seen Scarecrow in a while, and the first time we've seen the Mac and Cheese Man in the ring on his own without Mr. Mac since the ladder match for the Flip Shit Division title.
It's good to see them both back in. Two of my favorites in the Flippy Shit division.
Starting off strong. That backflip Pele kick, always a good one to see from the Mac and Cheese Man. And off the middle rope Hurricane Rana, absolutely beautiful start to the night from the Mac and Cheese Man. I feel like because this was a Flip Shit Division match, he may have requested Mr. Oh, there's a big sock to the jaw from Scarecrow. Yeah, he may have requested Mr. Mac not join him to prove that he is still a Flip Shit Division contender. Scarecrow, though, not backing down from all of these strikes. Oh, and off the middle rope senton. I feel like Scarecrow has kind of faded into the background a little bit since the commissioner of the division has been unable to push him as much. But he's really not slowed down a second, has he?
He never does. He never does. And this is kind of like why I'm always so keen on Scarecrow, regardless of how much of a terrible human being he is. He's a fantastic wrestler.
And he is a fantastic wrestler. There's no two ways about it, really. And he got in the division for obviously his sweet flips, but he's proving now that he's a striker. He's a technical wrestler. He may be the whole package.
Yeah, that's it. As I've always said about the Scarecrow, it's a very innovative, there's so much innovative offense on him. He can just, anytime you think you understand physics, Scarecrow will make you think otherwise.
Oh, it's a big, ugly knee to the jaw. And a huge Aiyekara moonsault off the turnbuckle. And again, 2 sets of those turkey dinner arm bars. Scarecrow in, like we've seen in chat, very much a love the villain kind of way. Scarecrow loves to get in the eyes of the crowd. And what's this? WiS coming to the ring.
The natural enemy of cheese.
Of course, yes, the natural enemy of the cheese. Obviously these two have a huge history, and a sunset flip jackknife from Scarecrow taking the opportunity for distraction. We if you remember way back in the day, we had the Predator versus Prey Invitational with these two competitors, and then more recently we had the incident at the ladder match. But big reversal backstabber from the Scarecrow. That could have been a big moment for him, and the curb stomp to follow it up. I think seeing WiS come to the ring might have thrown Mac and Cheese off a little bit, but a knee to the head and a huge clothesline. Scarecrow really taking the upper hand now.
And just so smooth and innovative with the way he attacks his opponents. This is
We say a lot of people are described as liquid wrestling when they are this smooth. He takes it one step further. He is gaseous wrestling. He is fear gas wrestling.
Fear gas wrestling.
Oh, the split leg moonsault could not secure the win though. He wants him on his feet for something. What has he got in the case now? Oh, the Eclipse Stunner off the turnbuckle, getting the cover. Very near fall, though. Very, very near fall.
Fear gas does sound like a euphemism for fart. He is a fart wrestler. And that's a good thing.
And the standing shooting star press from the Mac and Cheese Man. Fear gas, and I'm not the one that named fear gas. Okay, that's him. He did that. I'm just parroting what Scarecrow says. Ooh, rolling half Nelson slam there. Scarecrow very innovative today. Busting it all
as always. Every time you see him wrestle, I think you see something new.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and this is why I like to give him a couple of weeks between matches, so he can go watch the old tapes and see the things that nobody's seen for decades.
Yeah, break out the whiteboard and start finding other ways to hurt your opponent.
Oh, gets the milk. Oh, and the huge spinning heel kick. Gets the cover. Oh, and that is the 3 count. That is not the outcome that I think anybody was expecting today. But it was a clean victory, middle of the ring, no dirty work, no interruption. Well, no interruptions from Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
But just clean domination from Scarecrow. He dug deep. He went to every well that he had, and yeah, it's a victory for him. What do you think, as the commissioner of the division of the division? What do you think about this match?
I feel like Mackie Chase may be in a team called Vicious and Delicious, but Scarecrow was absolutely savage this evening. Just completely like again, I'm harping on it all the time, and I'll continue to do it. The most innovative high flyer we have in the division, and just completely just like dismantling poor Mackie Chase.
Yeah,
I wonder how much the Wallace thing really got in his head, but at the same time, there's just so much creativity in the Doctor to be able to just pull you apart like that.
Yeah, I mean, let's dip back to commentary to sort of discuss this in more detail. I feel like Scarecrow. I keep wanting to call him Skeletor, and I apologize. The Scarecrow, again, with his doctoral background, he does know how to pick apart a fighter like the Mac and Cheese Man, and with him having his high flying background, people don't expect the kind of striking, the kind of technicals that he can do. I don't think people are ever prepared for a fight with the Scarecrow.
Never, and because he knows how to work mentally, physically. It's there's just a bit so many facets, and I feel whoever is at the top of the shit division going forward will always have to keep one eye out for Scarecrow.
Yeah, I mean he will of course he'll always have the title on his radar. There's no two ways about it. He will always have an eye on that title, and Karl Marx obviously has his first defense lined up, but Scarecrow and again, I'm not booking the division here, but I think Scarecrow might be high in that queue for a second defense. Maybe we'll see. I think again very high up on the rank list, but that could change in a moment's notice. I'm very fickle. You are indeed very a very seat of your pants booker.
Yeah, just flies.
Airs of Vince Russo about you sometimes.
That's the most insulting thing you've ever said.
In a good way. In a good way.
I'm watching you.
So moving on. The next match of the night, we just to catch you up on some backstory if you've been away. The Dangerous Alliance, the team of Donkey Kong and Bowser, have had a little bit of turmoil recently. They had a slight brush with greatness, getting close to a tag title match. But unfortunately, that seems to have sort of driven a wedge between the two of them. And now we're seeing Donkey Kong in his second solo bout of the year, and he's not having Bowser in his corner.
It's my unfortunate absence has thrown off. I've not realized that Dangerous Alliance had fallen so far apart. Considering where they were only a couple of months ago.
Yeah, I mean they got to the finals of the tag tournament, didn't they?
Yeah. Unexpectedly, then they really kind of put themselves on the radar, and now it seems I don't know, there's two completely opposite ends of the scale on it now in terms of what they want from the team.
Yeah, I mean, they like you said, they seem to want completely opposite things from the team. Donkey Kong, I think, realized that he had people cheering him on, and he wanted to sort of play to those crowds. I mean, Donkey Kong famously hasn't been a villain. He's a reinvented villain. Hasn't really been a bad guy in a couple of decades now. And Bowser's trying to drag him back into those dark places. I don't think he wants to be there.
No, I mean he's just a fun-loving ape, really. So, and I don't think fun-loving is definitely not something you can say about Bowser, unless he's competing in the Olympics. Then he seems quite like having a good time.
Yeah, if he's having a party or in the Olympics or driving a tiny car, then he can have some fun. But usually he's the big bad, and I think he wants to be the big bad in wrestling is silly. However, it'll be interesting to see how he takes on being the big bad when he's usually fighting against Mario, who of course right now is a very big bad.
Yeah, the dumbest bad that there is. Dumb, as I said it.
Oh,
I'm forgotten.
You're putting your cards down, Mr. M, dumbest bad guy around.
Yeah. Stupid dumb guy with his dumb hat and his cool coat. You know?
Well, before we get any more beef on the mat, before we get any more beef in the commentary booth, let's go to the beef in the mat. Let's see if Donkey Kong can handle his own against somebody else that's been flirting with the flippy shit division. Let's see if people can guess before he makes his entrance. Let's go down to the ring. And here is Donkey Kong's new hype man, it seems.
The hypest man.
The hypest.
by D.D. King from parts unknown, weighing in at 397 pounds.
They're happy to be here. Hi, Diddy. Welcome to Wrestling is Silly.
Welcome to Wrestling is Silly, D.D. King. These two are about the hypest of boys I've seen in a long time coming down to this ring. Diddy really seems to be doing a number for Donkey Kong in terms of like enthusiasm. He seems to be able to embrace that face nature that he's wanted to for a long time. Look at these two. Beautiful team.
Yeah. I'm glad we finally managed to get Diddy into Wrestling is Silly. I know he's been holding out for a while.
Yeah, he needed a lot of convincing. He was a bit iffy for a while, but I think after he saw DK needed him, he was far more eager to take part. Yeah, and
Opponent accompanied by Slater, man, representing the Monsters from New York, weighing in at 177 pounds, the Lawman, Goose.
so Goose coming down to the ring now, with his Slender Master in tow. It appears even though it is in fact Gus that is scheduled for this match, Slender Man is the focus of attention right now.
As always, the big walking light bulb is where the focus has always been on this team. The influence, the power, the terror,
The brains and the
shiniest.
brawns of the operation.
and Gus's rest.
Yeah, and Gus is also there. And that entrance is very much no nonsense, but all the nonsense at the same time.
That's what we like to see in Wrestling is Silly.
Of course. Oh, starting off strong with a choke slam backbreaker. DK putting Gus on his back and climbing up to the top rope. DK, of course, this beautiful combination of strikes and high flying. We don't often see a man this big climbing the ropes so confidently, but of course DK has that jungle background.
Yep, I mean, say this is a guy who took part in the very prestigious King of the Jungle Invitational, and we already got to show a little bit of himself there. But I'm glad he can get a bit more of a chance to actually pull apart. Now, maybe the leaving the dangerous alliance is probably better for him.
Yeah, I feel like it may be the start of real good things for Donkey Kong. Oh, deadlift powerbomb and following through into a huge knee to the face there. Yeah, I feel like Diddy's the kind of hype man that's going to build up DK to reach the heights that he knows he can reach. Oh, and a huge double sledge there.
No, it's been a while, but there's a prediction currently running in the chat for you. I've remembered. So for this match, so get your booty spending if you want to bet on either the Slender Gus or the Donkey Kong.
Yes, make sure you get your predictions in now. We did forget the first prediction, but this one is rocking right about now. Oh, and throwing him around by his hair, by his head. He had some sort of grip on there, and just refusing to lock up. DK wants to fight his way. Oh, and a big Macho Man elbow. Absolute brutality from Donkey Kong right now. Gets the cover. Oh, just the 2 count though. This is a very dominant performance from Donkey Kong so far.
Yeah, poor Gus. I mean, he might be able to make something out of it, but
Oh, I don't think so. That big circling sidewalk slam, that usually signals the beginning of the end, and I think he's going for his jungle vine. Oh no, Gus is trying to fight out of it. Oh, he manages, but cannot capitalize on it. Setchberry, thank you for being that biggest fan. I have reset the price on the biggest fan redemption. So it begins. It begins once again. Oh, big Gus cutter there. Let's see if he can capitalize on that. Oh, could not capitalize. A bit of a misfire on that springboard. Up on the shoulders.
A bit confused.
DK. Snake Eyes!
Yeah! Thank you, DK.
See, he's a big face, really. He just wants to please people, but that means Snake Eyes everywhere.
Yay.
Brawling on the outside now. Oh, I think Gus might have just been split open by those huge right hands.
Giant monkey fists just breaking apart our poor, like, ex-referee. All the many stomps I'm seeing on my end.
Oh, there's the big Fez press and just again raining down blows once again. It is going hard on the outside here. Gus managing to throw the monkey back into the ring and slowly slipping into the ring himself. Gus now managing to get the lockup, throwing DK into the corner. Oh, big vicious chop. And the machine gun chops now. Oh, lighting up the chest of DK and just a quick blow to the chin. Gus getting a little bit cocky now, hooking those elbows. Oh, what's he going for? Oh, a rolling dominator. Instant rope break though. Gus climbing.
Like too long.
Yeah, he's got a lot of limbs and a Phoenix splash covering half the length of the ring. Gus is really breaking out all the stops right now.
Where the hell did that come from?
I don't know. Maybe it's the power of Slenderman coming in. Maybe it's and he rolls through the choke slam into the arm drag. Oh, DK had that moonsault scouted though. Oh, air raid crash neck breaker. That's going to set him back down. That's going to kill momentum. And that is DK getting the win.
Wow.
That was quite a victory for the King of the Jungle, Donkey Kong.
I think poor old Gus, he had a couple of moments there after he was busted open to fire back in, but monkey too powerful. Monkey
too strong. The Gus cutter and the Phoenix splash. There was some very, very good offense here. Let's dive back to the commentary booth to get a little bit more of a reflection on that match. Like I said, when he was bust open, he did have a bit of a fire up moment, but could not capitalize on it. Unfortunately, I feel like though he showed a lot of promise in the flippier section, shall we say?
Yeah, I mean, who knew Gus could do a Phoenix splash? Not me.
I had not a clue that he could spin that far, jump that high. God knows, but it's whatever it is he's channeling, whatever it is he's gotten from his time with Slenderman. It's definitely done some good for him. Could he maybe find a place in a certain division with moves like that?
I don't know. I'm still kind of mildly terrified of Slenderman. I don't really want him around my kind of admin area. So,
I mean, that's fair. He is kind of terrifying.
He's a really scary light bulb. I don't like him. I don't know. I mean, I think I'm safe back here saying that. Then again, the commentary booth has never saved either of us before. So
Yeah, we have witnessed the fragility of the safety of the commentary booth. He does in fact spin better than he referees.
somehow he can like rotate and oscillate better than he can count to 3.
But
So
all his time refereeing has not taught him what a rope break is yet.
no, not yet. One day he'll graduate from that class.
One day he'll get it, but of course, Donkey Kong's kind of hard mode for those rope breaks. He's got legs for days. He is like 2/3 leg.
Yeah, he is. He's
but,
9/10 ring size.
But what do you think of Donkey Kong's future now that he's pushed away from Bowser? Now he's got a new hype man in his corner.
Yeah.
Do you think this could spell good things for Donkey Kong?
I mean, like, it seemed to have energized him a lot. Like, that was a very efficient performance, I'd like to say, from DK. Diddy knows. They're pretty like good for each other. They know like how to work a team. So if anyone can get the best of DK, it's gonna be Diddy.
Oh yeah, I mean Diddy again, much like Slenderman has found the best in Gus, I think Diddy is going to find the best in Donkey Kong, and you know, we always need more monsters that are good guys, and DK might be here to fill that gap. I mean, we definitely have a lot of monsters who are bad guys. So, maybe this can weigh this tilt the scale in the other direction. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We'll have DK and we'll have the horse, and they will be our defense against the dark monsters.
Defense against Blobby and Barney and Jason and Leatherface, Winnie the Pooh. Oh, we got a lot of big evil monsters, haven't we? Oh,
the Grinch.
The Grinch, yeah, he's big and evil? Question mark. I'm not sure.
He's still Christmas though. Right? He's still Christmas.
He is still Christmas. Moving on, shall we? From monsters to going back sort of to high flyers. Let's touch on the tag division for a second, because the Fight Boyfriends have been a little bit on fire recently. They've been challenging people in singles matches, in tag matches, and they have I've heard been trying to defend their title, but no team has been willing to fight them for it, except of course the teams that already have, and we don't want to book that because that is repetitive. We want to give you fresh action every week. But the Fight Boyfriends, this is quite unprecedented. The Fight Boyfriends sent us a video for air on this stream. They sent us they sent us a video. I've not watched it yet, but they want to play it on the stream. So I'm going to play it on the stream. Here is what I have been sent by the Fight Boyfriends.
肩気になってしもうて、この一年めっちゃ寂しかったわ。
Majima says the WiS tag team division is supposed to be the greatest of its kind in the world. If that's the case, then where are our challengers?
そうや。それがきっかけでサイの河原は機能せんようになったんや。
Majima says Sonic Generations in the Springfield Sports Center put up a good fight, but they were no match for me and Kiryu-chan. Heck, the last team that tried to put up a challenge got so scared of their own success that they broke up last week.
かしこまって。何アホなこと言うてんねん。桐生ちゃんに冗談は似合わんわ。
Majima says, so as much as we want to be champions forever, we also love to fight, and only the best will do to go up against the Fight Boyfriends, so I'm announcing the Majima Coliseum Qualifier.
肩気になってしもうて、この一年めっちゃ寂しかったわ。
Majima says, that's right, we're doing things the way me and Kiryu-chan are used to back home. Any 4 teams who think they can go toe-to-toe with us can enter. And in round 1, the teams have to fight each other to find their best man.
通称サイの花や。元警官の線や。なんや情報を渡すときに花束使うてたら、そないな名前になってもうたらしいわ。
Majima says, then those 4 best men will enter the Majima Coliseum, a cage match with no pinfalls. The only way to win is to be the last man standing. Make all 3 of the other men pass out or give up, and you win a title shot for you and your teammate.
で、引き受けるか?
Majima says, so who's feeling brave?
Strong words.
Strong words and strong moves, I may say. That was quite the challenge laid down by those fight boyfriends.
Zach, I didn't know you were so much Japanese.
I mean,
Right.
he's been playing a lot of Yakuza. So
Yeah.
At some point, it just starts to sink in.
It just becomes second nature at that point, doesn't it?
That was that was an impressive challenge laid down by those fight boyfriends. So the Majima Coliseum.
Coliseum.
We have 4 teams all having to fight, all having to like have inter-team fights to find a best man in that team. Then those 4 men have to fight each other in the Coliseum. It's going to be brutal. It's going to be bloody, but somebody's going to get a tag title shot out of it.
Elaborate, brutal, chaotic. Everything wrestling should be.
Everything wrestling should be. Majima and Kiryu have been in this business for a long time, and it most definitely shows. They know how to book a tag title tournament. This is
super unique, man. I'm really looking forward to this Coliseum.
It's gonna be a very exciting couple of weeks in the tag division, and moving to not a tag match but a trios match, but featuring 2 very, very prominent tag teams. The Springfield Sports Center have been kind of courting a new member in Bob Belcher, and this is his final test to see if he can join the Springfield Sports Center. They are having a trios match. Bob, Homer, and Matt against, and this is what they've written down on the booking sheet, some clowns.
We've got lots of those.
We have a lot of those, both figuratively and literally. I don't know which of them they are talking about in this match. They just said they'll find some clowns and beat them up. Let's go down to the ring, because I don't quite know what to say after everything that's just happened between this match and the last one. Any closing remarks before we head down to the ring?
I don't like clowns.
Majima says I don't like clowns either.
Majima says I don't like clowns.
Let's go down to the ring and see if it's physical or literal or physical clowns that we will be seeing.
The following contest is a 6-man tornado tag team match. And at a combined weight of 649 pounds, the Tough Guys.
The toughest guys that I know.
The toughest of guys. I mean, these two have been routinely just picking apart the tag division. Like just shy of the title, they have managed to, if quickly and efficiently, beat up basically everybody.
Fell a bit short a couple times, but it's not taken off the air of like ruthlessness that they have. And it's interesting how close Bob's managed to get to them at this point as well.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely they definitely see something in him that that the rest of us, I think, didn't.
From Jersey City, New Jersey, weighing in at 315 pounds, Bob Butcher.
I mean, Bob, relatively new to wrestling is silly in general, but to have him in your sights as a member of a very prominent team already, it's very impressive for the very new wrestler.
Yeah, I mean, say Bob pops in and out to pop thuggerheads like me, like the diehards.
The real Bob heads, yeah.
Yeah, the real Bob heads. But yeah, it'd be interesting with him getting closely connected to Springfield Sports Center, a real mainstay.
This could make him. And it seems we are in fact having literal clowns as the killer clowns walking to the ring.
Everybody's favorite of all the clowns, Ronald McDonald.
I mean, look at those. Listen to those roaring reactions. They are definitely getting something from the crowd.
As always, this is You know, the crowd always knows exactly how they feel about the Killer Clowns.
And who else would join them, I wonder, but Casual Joker himself.
No, of course, the king of the clowns.
Weighing in at 176 pounds, the Jester.
In his casualist of attires, Casual Joker, I feel like has a very mixed reaction from the crowd. He wants to be a bad guy. He wants to really be a villain, but he's too much fun in the ring, and people definitely get on his side.
Yeah, it's an iconic role from a very prominent spot, but at the same time, yeah, it's a nasty murder clown. But he's entertaining to watch. Yeah, I feel conflicted is the best way of going about it, right?
Yeah, definitely. That is exactly the
Vibe.
the vibe that we get off him. Just, it's not even like a villainous love to hate thing. He's just too much fun. He needs to be a good guy.
Yeah, charismatic and terrifying.
Yeah. The bell rings, and Ronald picking a fight with the new guy as Casual Joker just thrown around for an early pin from Homer. Oh, just a 1 count, but Pennywise thrown utterly out of the ring, nice and clean by Matt. And the rope assisted powerbomb from Bob.
That would have been a very efficient win. Whoa, from the Springfield Sports Center and associates.
Definitely would have been, and a very conflicting audition for Mr. Belcher. If Homer got the win before either of the other two members got to do anything, put Bob in a very interesting position. Snap suplex there from Bob, who has like almost consistently had control over Ronald McDonald. Homer and Matt also almost all but dominating, but of course, just as I say that, curse of the commentary.
As always.
Of course. Oh, and a huge show force there from Pennywise in the bottom corner of the screen. A big military press just lifting Matt straight over his head. And Ronald has been thrown out, clean out, seemingly taking a moment to get his affairs in order. As
Bob
Homer
really trying to impress here, like by teaming up with Homer against Casual Joker.
Yeah, Homer and Bob trying to sort of share Casual Joker, but it doesn't appear to be working. Pennywise has been left. Oh, sort of a one single underhook facebuster there from Bob into a swinging neckbreaker. So much chaos right now. Very hard to commentate these matches.
This is the peak. Wrestling is silly. Just all chaos, all the dudes.
It is the silliest that wrestling can be.
Hung up on the ropes.
And a big discus forearm from Homer. And the flipping neckbreaker from Bob, although the Joker seems to just bounce back out of that and goes, oh, for the nightmare right hand. Guess the pin. Just a 2 count though. I don't feel like the Sports Center would be very happy if Bob cost him this match. Oh,
Especially
a code breaker though. Oh, that was a very near fall. Huge power bomb there from Homer though. And the big discus lariat. Ronald is out for the count right now, but slowly getting back to his feet. Homer's got him up on the shoulders. Big Falcon Arrow, deep hooks locked in. Oh, Joker able to beat the count though.
It's a real scramble through everybody to try and break that count up.
Yeah, really forced his way through. Joker now rolling out. I think he expended all of his energy and went straight into that reverse suplex from Bob and now needs a little moment to recover. Ooh, faking out the neckbreaker. Homer faked out the neckbreaker and just a big elbow to the back of the head.
Sometimes you just got to punch a dude in the back of the head. You know?
I mean, it's simple, but it works. Like, there's a reason these moves. There's a reason these moves are still used. And then just leaving Ronald for Bob to see again. I think another mini audition during the match. Opting for the cover a little bit late though. Might have burned too much sunlight. Joker there to break it up. Ooh, judo hip throw from Bob. Again, he breaks out these sort of judo-esque moves. I forget he has that martial arts background.
Yeah, as a real bughead, I know everything about like all of his judo training over the years. But I get why you'd be confused.
I know he used to dabble in capoeira, but I forget the judo. Obviously, he needs something to keep him in shape after all those burgers, but...
Yeah, it's part of it. So it's all just part of the business plan.
Of course, yeah. The big rising knee strike there from Matt onto Pennywise, who tries to duck the spinning kick, but gets the roundhouse on the second go around. Oh, Homer reversing the Hurricanrana into huge Falcon Arrow. Deep hooks. Pennywise stumbles to his feet. Oh, almost unable to break up the pin there. That was very close for the Clowns.
Frantically spinning his feet at the cover, but it didn't quite work out for him. Homer just pummeling two guys at once.
Into a double underhook powerbomb. That was excellent display of dominance from Homer Simpson. Like, we forget just how much of a big deal he is on his own. Joker appears to have knocked Matt out for the duration and then just seemed to revel in it for a little bit.
Yeah, he's been doing that a fair bit in the match. He's keeping his eye on everything, just in case.
Yeah, stopping, collecting his thoughts, collecting his breath, and just surveilling the premises. I feel like that is a part of these matches that a lot of people do not expend the effort to do. But
yeah,
it can very much give you the advantage in these kind of moments.
Or just being a little standing nap as well.
Of course, yeah.
We see God do that sometimes too.
Yes, God has the all-seeing eye. Sometimes he sees too much and needs to refocus everything.
I've seen everything everywhere all at once, so...
Oh, it's a good movie. It's a good movie. I understand why he might need a moment to take in that movie. And now, once again, the Sports Center seemed to be dominating. Joker trying to build back that momentum. And the elevator DDT from Ronald seems to put Homer out for the count. Everybody take a drink.
Thank you, Logan.
Thank you for reminding us all. Oh, the Joker going for those turkey dinners. Really playing the face and the heel at the same time. There, turkey dinner armbar locked in. Ronald defying gravity for a second there.
Ooh, yeah. Very, very fancy.
Ooh, and Pennywise gets the knee to the head to try and get out of that stalling suplex, and just throwing Bob into the fray. Huge strike though, taking the Joker out. Matt gets the pin.
Oh. That massive punch. Is there enough there?
Unfortunately, Pennywise was there to break it up, but he gets a big sort of curb stomp for his trouble, and the Sports Center take it. That was again a little bit chaotic there at the end.
All the time.
But they made it work. I feel the Sports Center take the win, and it appeared to be it was Homer that got the victory. Homer that got the pin, but the rest of the Sports Center did play their part by getting like stereo submission holds to keep the other two busy. And they are standing tall together in the center of the ring, so this could be good news for Mr. Belcher.
Yeah, I mean, he was going to sort of put around for everybody what we thought about how Bob did. I mean, obviously, like, our judgment matters not for these things. It's down for the Sports Center to pick who gets membership. But which is an odd way of running a business, nevertheless.
I mean, let's dive back to commentary and sort of reflect on this in more detail, because yes, it is a bit weird to sort of leave them to pick their own teammates, but it stood as well so far. They seem to have a good eye for each other and for the division in general. So if they think Bob's going to help them, then I say go for it. I think he did very well in that match with the two opponents, with the three opponents and the two teammates. He was a natural fit.
Yeah, there was a bit of clunkiness in certain spots. I think Bob trying to make a very trying to put his best foot forward on it. But I mean, that will come in time. In terms of it, like Matt and Homer were really like a kind of one-off sort of thing, like how quickly they kind of gelled together. But it's not going to happen for everyone. But I think if they give Bob the time, that's going to be a really fearsome unit.
Yeah, I feel like there is if they can work the same magic that they did to each other, then obviously the Sports Center were a freak accident of a team coming together that never should have been that. They shouldn't have had that much chemistry from the off. But give Bob a little bit of time, and I think he can be up there with them.
Yeah, definitely.
We are at the halfway point of the show, so we're going to take a very short 90-second break to refill your glasses, empty your bladders, and do whatever you need to do. We will be back in 90 seconds. Do we get a bingo stamp for Funky Suit, or is that tie exclusive? Matt, I will let you be the arbiter of that. Does that funky jacket qualify as a funky tie?
We'll see. If more funky suits turn up, then we might have to consider adding another one on. But
while you make a more firm decision, we will take a swift 90-second break, and fingers crossed that Who's That Pokemon works. I'm going to press the button. Let's see how it goes.
Who's that Pokemon? It's
goodness.
The cry worked. Everything worked, and we are back. It's actually I can't remember the pyro. It is a pyro noise.
It's a Pokemon.
It's a Pokemon. So when we left, we had just seen a 3-on-3 absolute chaotic nonsense of a match. Let's do something a little bit more self-explanatory, a nice singles match, shall we? I feel like this match is probably the most predictable match on the card, aside for the one that we announced. This match is an ongoing dispute between Goku and the Empire. He's kind of on a one-man mission against the Empire, and so far he's been going pretty damn well. But last week he had to take on the Webmaster. This week he's taking on another one of Superman's goons in, some might say, an effort to weaken Goku before Superman has to fight him. Others may say a fit of cowardice from Superman, who is doesn't want to face Goku on his own. What do you think about that? What do you think about this whole affair?
I almost see the vision in terms of what they're trying to do for Goku. I believe he's too strong of a spirit that it happened to him, though. Like, I feel like they're trying to drag him down to the Empire's level to feel like where he needs them. That was the original plan, I believe. But I think like this is the resolute amount of if there's anything about Goku just standing up against more powerful like bullies in the universe. That is it, almost entirely his MO next to eating. So
Yeah, I mean, there's no way that you can really weaken Goku. I mean, he is famously a fighter with no limits. Like, there's no real way that you can weaken that man. But they're gonna try, and maybe you're right. Maybe you think maybe they think that they can weaken him to a point where he thinks he needs them. But I'm not sure if it's gonna work. You know,
it's not worked before. I feel like he's fought things as strong as Superman before. It's I say maybe you are right. But this is a fit of cowardice too. Maybe you feel like Superman would want to be front and center for this, but well, that's not how the Empire rolls sometimes, is it?
it really isn't. Let's see how this pans out. Let's go down to the ring and see the Empire's continued struggle against Goku.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from out of this world. Weighing in at 214 pounds, Gould K.
Gould K, one of our favorite Saiyans. We all love a bit of Gould K.
Okay. Yeah, all those Saiyans we have on the roster.
Yeah.
I forget. Yeah.
We love our Saiyans.
Yeah. So many. I can't even name any of this, Danny. Right.
Oh yeah, there's just an absolute tirade of Saiyans coming through the roster. All of the people that you thought, hey, I don't remember them being that powerful. They're Saiyans, secretly Saiyans.
Yeah. Yeah.
WiS, Saiyan.
Colonel saying.
Oh no, that's just raw chicken strength.
And his opponent, representing the Empire of Pain, from New York, weighing in at 204 pounds, the Captain, Steve Rogers.
Gonna say I kind of missed the look of these Empire suits while I was away. Sorry, I'm not supposed to be like rooting for it, but yeah.
It's a good look, I gotta say. Like,
Good luck for a bunch of bad guys.
yeah, they look terrible. They look so good and so great as a unit, but I hate them so much. Just as before we begin this match, scoping out in the crowd, I can see one of our channel members over on Ko-fi. We see Aiyekara holding up a signed shout out to the VR chat group. Everyone watching in the VR chat room, welcome to Wrestling is Silly, and thank you for Aiyekara for joining us on kofi.com/wrestling is silly. Bias on the commentary desk would not have dreamt of it.
Never.
Never.
Feel insulted that you say that happens, Riddick.
That's the wrong Ko-fi link, game. Goku, as predicted, maintaining the upper hand here. He wants Steve on his feet for something. What has he got in the chamber? Oh, Steve dodging that drop kick perfectly. And now just throwing it into the mat.
Real quick, you've got a prediction running because I forgot to run it for the last two matches. Whoopsie doodle. Off you go. Quick. Put your points in.
Whoopsie doodle.
It's another classic Wireberry whoopsie doodle. Oh my goodness! Wow!
Beautiful dodging there from Goku. Absolutely dominating the athletic portion of the show. Just a gutbuster slam. And just kicking Steve's face into the dirt. For a second I thought that was going to be it, I gotta say.
Tight one.
It was a very tight one, but Steve managing to kick out. Goku got the leg captured.
Oh! Big exploder.
We love an explosive suplex around here. Gets the cover.
Whoa.
Getting closer, getting closer. Goku up on the top rope. He wants Steve on his feet. Steve got the wherewithal to dodge it again.
Oh,
Steve!
Oh.
Steve did not land to that Eclipse Stunner and just gets a huge lariat. Can he capitalize on it? Oh, Goku gets the leg up though. These two way more even than I thought they were going to be.
Goku probably has a bit of the upper hand here, but yeah, Steve is holding out for a bit. Again, when you're working with Superman, I think you want to try and not be the ire.
Yeah, you never want to try and upset Superman. You always want to put your all in. Although during the break, I saw some. Once again dodging those athletic legs of Goku. Oh, just
Steve's educated feet coming into play there.
Goes for the moonsault and it lands a huge moonsault there. Goes for the stomps, but scouted by Goku. Quick combination of blows and just a stomp to the hand. Oh.
I was just speaking about Steve's educated feet. If there's anyone else they could probably match him for, it's going to be Goku.
Though during the break, after Majima announced that Coliseum match, I heard Superman was not at all happy in the locker room at the back. That was why I was so eager to cut to break. He was furious, and I just didn't want it to come through my mic. He has, I can officially say, he has banned any member of the Empire from taking part in the Majima Coliseum. Oh,
He's banned them from the tag tournament.
he has banned them from the tournament. I feel like if I had to guess, and this is purely conjecture, maybe he doesn't want other members of the Empire to get belts while he doesn't have one. Oh, there's that spinning heel kick that he's been using to dominate so far. Can he get the pin? Oh, 2.5. I don't think Steve's happy right now.
I nearly kicked his face off his face right there.
Now getting the crossbody and now just ripping that arm right out of the socket. Goku though, big Enziguro using that leg for support. Now trying to drag Steve away from the corner towards the ropes. Going for something.
Yeah, just cleaning the mat with
wiping up all the sweat of the last match with Steve's body. Steve with the Dragon Screw, the Dragon Ball Screw. Goes to the moonsault, but scouted by Goku once again, and now just raining down blows on the head of Steve Rogers. Should have kept that helmet on, do you reckon?
I mean, I think you should always keep the helmet on, really. It's the least... It's the least cool thing about the outfit, but at least it will protect his head.
Yeah, from blows like that. And a bit and the Phoenix Splash. I think he went Super Saiyan for that splash. He has and there's the big spear. Center of the ring, no F Steve to go. Cooking out on instinct there. Definitely not the energy.
Instinct, fear, worry. Who knows, man?
Scouted the moonsault. Goku fortunately landing on his feet though. And now being just thrown out of the ring by Steve. Taking a moment to showboat. I don't think he's in the right position to be showboating.
He's had the short end of this match for a while.
Yeah,
now he's got to really put his thing there.
Clinging onto the match by the skin of his teeth, and taking all the count that he can to just try and wear Goku out on the outside again. Cannot tap on the outside to all those submissions. Just taking the energy out of him.
Yeah, clearly just trying to slow Goku down just so they get the explosiveness out of him.
But he's one of the most explosive men on the roster. It's going to take more than that, and I think he's just stalking and waiting for Goku to react. But backdrop onto those steel barricades, and we still haven't got padding for those barricades yet. So that straight to the spine.
That was going to be one of my January jobs, but cheese.
Yeah, cheese illness. Going for the knee strike, but he lands the spinning heel kick. Gets the pin. Oh, he gets the win. That was an absolute war that they fought. But Steve Rogers coming out on top.
Just textbook there, wrestling that smart. He had to weather through Goku just hitting all those big moves, and then he realized what he had to do was just slow it down and catch him off guard. And that was as much as I hate to like compliment any member of the Empire for all this stuff. That was wrestled so smart at the very end there by Steve Rogers.
Textbook work, slowing him down and then using the outside to try and batter him. Use the outside as a weapon. Use your ring barriers and your steel steps as a weapon. Waiting for him to come back in, catching him off guard with that kick. It was a very intelligent match once again, as much as I do not like to admit it. Let's go back to the desk to see how do you think this will affect Goku? Obviously not looking happy coming out of that match at all. How do you think this will affect Goku going forward?
I think Goku's gonna be even more willing to like get at Superman at this point. This is like become very personal for it, and the more that Superman sends the Empire to try and toy with Goku, I think. I mean, maybe this is it. Maybe this is part of the plan as well. Maybe just trying to infuriate Goku. Like Saiyans don't do with their rage too well as well. It makes them powerful, but at the same time, there's a lot of like downsides to it. So
it's very true, and I mean, Goku. Although, like he's very sort of stalwart in his plans. Once he's got an idea in his head, it's very hard to talk him out of that idea. And his idea is he's taking the Empire down single-handedly. If he gets friends on side, that's cool. But he's taking the Empire down single-handedly. Steve put on one hell of a show. I can only predict that Prince Adam is next.
Yeah, I mean, I would, but it's interesting that considering how long that they've been they're obviously like founding members of the Empire, that Adam hasn't been around, especially for Steve, because those two kind of click together quite well.
Yes,
it's interesting that he didn't even appear for this particular point.
I mean, again, this is just pure conjecture from me. Maybe he heard that announcement from Superman and was mad. Like if I'm Steve Rogers, like I'll want to be part of that tournament. If I'm Prince Adam, I want to be part of that tournament. And we've Zach, especially in the weeks that you've been away, has been talking up Prince Adam on the stream a fair bit.
Right, so
that guy is a beast. We recall the handicap match that between him, the Colonel, and the horse. The handicap match that he lasted a hell of a long time in that handicap match. I think he is realizing that he is more than the Empire give him credit for.
Exactly. Like I think we all kind of saw it there. I mean, it took us a while to really kind of get into it for Prince Adam, but I think we all see the potential there.
I think we all see he's a beast. He's an absolute beast. I'll be honest, he's being held back by Superman right now. He's being held back by the Empire.
Was he always this? Because remember when he was just a clown? Maybe he was getting pummeled on by Superman. Like, has Prince Adam been hiding under our noses this whole time?
I think you might be right. Prince Adam may well be. Like once he ditched the visage of being He-Man, I think Prince Adam has been hiding there the entire time, and he just needed someone like the Empire to bring him out. But now that he's out, I don't think he needs the Empire anymore. I think he could go on without. And if I'm him, I'd be pissed off right now. It's gonna be very interesting to see what happens, because Superman is obviously expecting him to come out and continue this assault on Goku next week. It's going to be very interesting to see how that pans out.
Definitely.
I mentioned it very briefly before that match started, but if you'd like to support the show, we now have a Ko-fi link. You can visit us at kofi.com/wrestling is silly, much like Aiyekara has done. We have a monthly membership plan, and Aiyekara has very graciously joined us at that £20 a month level. You get a series of perks. They're all written there on the website. Please do check this out if you like what we're doing, and sort of if you liked the promo segment that we had today. We have a lot more ideas like that in the works, so please do support us if you can. And Aiyekara, thank you for helping, and thank you for shouting out the rest of the VR chat watch party. We do love the VR chat watch party.
Yeah.
It is incredible that there is a group of people doing watch parties of this show.
Yeah. Thank you as always for your support, friend. It's always really appreciated.
It is always lovely to have your support, whatever it is that we throw together. Our next match is sort of butting of heads of two emerging stories, emerging sort of second acts in play. Miles Morales, what do you like? You've been sort of watching this from the sidelines. Miles Morales, your wild card pick for the ladder match, has come on leaps and bounds under the tutelage of the Red Spy. Have you been watching him? Have you been seeing his progress?
Red Spy was always a very like interesting person to have around. Again, like we bring it up quite often, but him being in our massive battle royale originally was when he was like when he got the most eliminations. Obviously, as Zach and himself have covered, like maybe kind of falling off a bit in the twilight of his career. Again, Miles being one of my like little pet picks. It's been nice to see them two come together like this in this kind of respectful mentor-student sort of way.
It's an unlikely pairing, I gotta say, but it's done a lot for them both. I feel like the Red Spy transitioning.
Good for her.
Good for her. I feel like it's been very good for both of them. Red Spy has a lot to teach, and Miles has a lot to learn. So, these two have finally collided. It seems like every group has to collide with Dead by Daylight at some point.
Yeah.
But we're in a very interesting position for Dead by Daylight right now, because first they lost, or they threw away Mr. M. I'm not quite sure how that interaction went down. But I don't know if you've been hearing in the locker room. There have been a lot of chatter in the Dead by Daylight locker room. They've been talking. The phrase "the Puppet Master" has been coming out a lot. From the members of Dead by Daylight. I'm not quite sure what that means, but they have been promising the Puppet Master is coming. The Puppet Master will arrive soon. The Puppet Master will show them the way. Like, I'm not quite sure what's going on there, but whatever it is, it seems to have given them a new energy. So let's. Do you have any thoughts on this?
That's kind of terrifying.
I'm not gonna lie. It's a little scary, but if it lights a fire under their ass, if it means more entertaining shows, let's hope it's not as scary as we think it is.
Yeah, I think that we have something for everybody to worry about. Really, like a new puppet master for Dead by Daylight. Who knows what they could do? With a proper mastermind behind them. That could be kind of terrifying.
I dread to think. You know, they could with Freddy and Jason and Chucky and Leatherface. Those are 4 champions right there. With under the right leadership, they could sweep that. And if the Puppet Master is coming, I don't know. Everyone best stay on their guard. Shall we go down to the ring and
let's
see?
lighten up a bit.
Yeah, let's go down to the ring.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Smooth Operator. From Queens, New York, weighing in at 173 pounds, the Spider-Man.
Spidered man. Good old Miles.
The spidered man. It's so much fun watching him come to the ring every week. He's just his enthusiasm is infectious.
It's like what we used to feel like when the webmaster would turn up.
Yeah, except
And his opponent
yeah.
from the pits of hell. Weighing in at 156 pounds, Chuck.
Chuck
Just Chuck.
coming to the ring with seemingly all of Dead by Daylight bar Leatherface in tow. Again, this puppet master figure seems to have gotten them all working on the same page at least.
Yeah, I mean, just seeing them all together like this is, I guess it sort of really puts down to this point that we were saying before about like worrying about the expanded unit if they were ever to really get like in the right direction.
Yeah, I mean, if they can all get on the same page, they are a force to be reckoned with. And oh wow, a code red.
Wow,
Fresh out the gate from the spidered man. Like that is a way to start. That is an absolute.
Yeah,
It's a strong way
that's
to
why
begin.
that's why we have him in the flippy shit division. Like anyone that's gonna come up against Miles Morales is gonna have a great test.
Oh
for
yeah,
them.
and a big flipping neckbreaker into a massive moonsault. See the air on that? That was incredible.
In New York, polarized there, baby.
And now just another flipping neckbreaker. This is just really showing the domination that Red Spy has imparted onto Spider-Man. Chucky can barely get to his feet right now.
Yeah, all the momentum with Miles Morales.
And now once again going for a little bit of a jog, and another big flipping neckbreaker, really targeting the neck of Chucky, which on anyone the neck is a little bit of a delicate spot, but Chucky's a small little guy, small little neck. Oh, he catches the Hurricane Rana into a backbreaker, backstabber. But once again, Miles tenaciously running back to that top rope. Oh, gets it that time. The big off the shoulders leg drop. And just a quick
Definitely on time. 2-minute prediction. Run.
run.
I'm out of practice. I'm sorry, guys.
Should have been training your. Ooh. After an onslaught like that, I was ready for Chucky to go down for the 3 count, but he's still got some invigoration. He's still got some energy in him. Ooh, whiffs the spinning back kick.
Yeah, just legs too stubby for that one.
Misplaced his reach, but managing to reverse momentum and just get some quick knees to the stomach and face of the Spider-Man. And now just cleaning his boot on the face, and a big hell of a kick to the face of Miles Morales.
Hope that mask is reinforced.
Yeah, I hope so. I don't think it is, though. Now guillotining off the top. This is Chucky getting some momentum back now. There he lands that heel kick the second time. Gets the cover. Oh, this match is... The gap has been closed very quickly, but Spidey rolls out of the way of that moonsault. Goes for the spear, but... Chucky scouting it.
Ooh.
Oh, just a big ugly knee to the head. It's simple and it works.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be pretty.
Gutierrez takes him down though. Oh, I think a little bit too much burning daylight on the moonsault, giving Chucky the energy to roll away.
Red Spy didn't look that impressed by that.
He did not. Chucky now got his guard up, managing to block the strikes. Ooh. Going for a suplex, changing tack, and just kneeing in the gut.
Yeah, a real clash of styles here. Like the still flair of Miles, and then Chucky just really just hammering in the
offense,
the brutality in the offense.
Miles landing that diving headbutt the first time. That is an improvement on the past few matches. That usually gets scouted, but Red Spy looking a lot more pleased for him right now. Chucky though. Chucky not going down without a fight. It's another big knee to the head. I think Chucky's got to dig deep. Chucky really needs to find something in the tank that Miles cannot outwit. Oh, another huge New York high-rise moonsault.
Just the air that gets on that's very impressive.
He could go straight over Japanese Andre with that. Oh,
You know what? Japanese Andre would be perfectly fine with that.
rolls through for the second. And the Three Amigos lands. Dead center of the ring. Nowhere for Chucky to go. Is this it? Oh, that looked very close.
Very, very close.
But Chucky, though. Chucky's got energy still left in the tank. Another big diving headbutt. Deep cover, far leg hooked. Is this it? Oh.
Oh my god.
Big win for Spider-Man.
The Spidered Man under the tutelage of the Red Man wins the wrestling match.
The whole of Dead by Daylight in Chucky's corner, but he could not dig down deep enough. Of course, not to sort of rank one wrestler above another, but Chucky, kind of the weak link of Dead by Daylight. If I had to rank them,
Yeah, I mean they're all kind of on a bad spot at the moment. I feel Dead by Daylight, it's really kind of come off the rails over the last couple of months now. But yeah, Chucky's probably kind of bottom tier if we're gonna really put it down, right?
yeah.
Group.
Let's dive back to the commentary bench, and yeah, they used to be an actual threat. They used to be a real force to be reckoned with. But even then, Chucky was the weak link. Chucky was the bottom tier. But let's see if they can build up to being a real threat again. Because as much as I don't want horrifying killers on wrestling is silly dominating. Like, it's always good to have a real threat, a real team that the other teams have to fear. But if this whole puppet master thing is to be believed, maybe this is the start of a turnaround for them.
Maybe.
You don't seem convinced.
I'll believe it when I see it, you know?
Maybe.
Dead by Daylight and I don't exactly have the best of connection with each other.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's mostly. Sorry, I'll start again. From what I remember, it was mostly a Jason Voorhees thing that you had beef with.
Yeah, but they all got involved.
They did all get it. I know. You had that tag match against Freddy. They did all sort of get involved. You don't have the best working relationship.
It's great way of putting it. Thank you, Zach.
But hopefully they can turn it around for themselves, and maybe even turn you into a fan of Dead by Daylight once again.
Again? Nah, never.
Shall we turn to a team that you are a fan of instead?
Yes, please. I saw them on the card. I'm very excited. I didn't have my shirt on with me today, but I'm very excited.
After the fight before Christmas, one member of the face team for the fight before Christmas was sadly quite seriously injured and has only been cleared for return this week. But he is cleared to return, and they are making their return this week. The Deity Dogs are once again back in Wrestling Is Silly. The Deity Dogs, the team of Doug Ziggler and his almighty God. The most Wrestling Is Silly team. The most Wrestling Is Silly team. And they have decided to make their comeback against I think this was a Doug pick. A couple of weeks, it was last week or maybe the week before. Dr. Robotnik really stole the thunder from a really good sort of learning moment from Miles Morales in a match against Classic Sonic. after the match, while they were just about to sort of handshake and master learning from teacher. Robotnik ran in, had a pop at Sonic, the Red Spy and Movie Sonic coming in to stop the action. And I think Doug didn't respect that. Doug wanted to put Robotnik in his place and has challenged Robotnik with any one of his friends to come out for a tag match for the Deity Dogs big once again return to wrestling. It's silly.
Classic Doug.
Classic Doug playing the hero.
Yeah. What a great hero he is. I'm glad he's around.
I'm glad he's around. I'm glad the dogs are back. So I feel without further ado, shall we go down to the ring to witness the return of the Deity Dog, the Deity Dogs with Doe Ziggler.
With Doe Ziggler. The dogs are back in town.
The dogs are back in town.
The following contest is a tornado tag team match. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 597 pounds, G.O.D. and Dolph Ziggler, Dirty Dogs.
The dogs are back to the tune of the boys are back, and that might have to be a new theme. I'll see if I can find one. I'll see if I can find a remix of The Boys Are Back in Town that has that sort of Deity Dogs flavor.
Can we find a disco The Boys Are Back karaoke version?
I'll see what I can do. It's got to have that little bit of a Eurobeat flavor that they like to roll with.
Oh yeah, definitely. God, a big Eurobeat fan.
Of course, yeah.
Combined weight of 548 pounds, the Superstars.
Team of Carry On My Wayward Jim, a team we've not seen in a short while, but Dr. Robotnik relying on the mask for his partner this time.
Yeah, this is interesting. Carry On My Way with Jim, a team that bounces in and out and in and out of wrestling is silly. But it's nice to know they've got each other's back, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's not... none of them are good guys, but even bad guys need friends, I guess.
Yeah. It's nice to have a crossover episode every now and again.
Yeah. And honestly, it's nice to have the mask back. The mask is a good talent. The mask, and again, another possible flippy shit division contender.
Maybe.
But just very good to have him back, to have fresh faces coming in and out, you know. Robotnik immediately squaring up to guard, getting it into a huge spinning elevated power bomb. I missed having guard in the ring.
Yeah, I was struggling recently with some little nicks, that gods tend to pick up while fighting all these other creatures. But
give him a little bit of time, he'll come back firing on all cylinders.
All celestial cylinders.
On the other side of the ring, Doug just managing to get momentum back from the mask, dragging the mask over towards the ropes, but the mask managing to bully his way out as Robotnik just thrown over the top rope by his almighty
opponent.
The mask laying in a series of kicks to Doug, leaving him dazed in the center of the ring.
Poor Doug.
Poor Doug, and God opting not to help out. I mean, there's a lot of trust between those two, so I can see why he might leave Doug to his own devices. But I don't know. I'd have stepped in on a huge double foot stomp right to the chest of Doug, center of the ring. Just a 2 count. Doug floundering a little bit here. Oh. Manages to reflect one of the blows, but Mask had him scouted. Big body slam, dumping him on his back into a... Oh, Doug scouting the moonsault.
Yeah, too much daylight burn, much like Miles Morales in the previous match.
Yeah, and now that big hanging DDT. And now just stomping on that arm. Robotnik, meanwhile, getting the shit beaten out of him by God on the outside. Oh, stepping up for something. Big power bomb onto the mat. Oh, Robotnik is gotta be suffering from that. Mask though got the pin. Oh, just the 2 count. I'm surprised Robotnik's got him back up from that power bomb. You know, that is. Oh, the knee has been caught by Doug. Doug went for the super kick, but Mask had him scouted. Big shots there from Doug. Throwing the Mask out. Prediction, go, go, go. Getting predictions locked in. Robotnik trying to turn the tides on God. And going into break the count that doesn't exist, I guess.
Yeah,
Oh.
just
Snap DDT.
oof. Oh my goodness.
Oh, but a huge show of force there from God, lifting the giant Robotnik up on top of his shoulders and just dumping him down to the ground. This is very much a match of 2 halves. Doug struggling to get the upper hand over the Mask, but God leveling Robotnik at every opportunity. It's very much see which side can get the pin first. Doug though, Doug and Robotnik both changing pace. The Juju Katami locked onto God on the outside. Again, no way for him to pin. So that's just trying to neutralize that arm.
Looked like Doug was having a bit of a tantrum in the ring there.
Yeah. Oh, and a poison Rana on the outside. Doug's head
Oof.
being planted into those mats.
Absolutely spiked on the floor there.
Oh, not a way you want to hit those mats. This is a real showing for the Mask, I gotta say.
Yeah, Doug is really struggling to keep up with them.
Oh, he wants Doug on his feet. He's got something in the chamber. What is it? Oh, goes for a shotgun dropkick, but scouted by Doug, who had that extra moment to collect himself. And now big combination strikes from Ziggler. Getting the big leg sweep. And once again, hammering blows onto the arms. And a camel clutch from Robotnik. Oh, just wrenching at the back, the neck, everything in God. But God managing to break free and sweep the legs. Oh, close-handed blow to the head from Ziggler. He's loading up something, tuning up the band. And, oh, the super kick lands. And now, again, strategically pulling the Mask away from the ropes to get the pin. Center of the ring. Robotnik's distracted. Just a 2 count. Oh, rolling through. A little bit of technical ground action from the 2 in the ring. Meanwhile, Robotnik having his legs taken apart. Oh, just the sole of the boot hitting Doug's face. Oh, that was very close. These 2 are very, very back and forth. Oh, the knee lands, the cover. Oh, very, very close, near fall. Crowd chanting for the tag team wrestling. The Mask has well and truly got a scout on Doug. That cartwheel splash, cartwheel crossbody, something.
Yeah.
Whatever it was big.
Jank salt.
The jank salt.
Ooh.
God now on the steel barricade, trying to rebuff the blows of Robotnik, while Doug in the center of the ring locks on that big neck breaker. Now goes for a super kick once again. The band is being tuned up, and another super kick lands, gets the cover. Robotnik being distracted by God on the outside once again. Oh, very, very near fall. It is so close, this match. Very, very back and forth. Oh, the hanging DDT lands. Robotnik opts to go back in the ring, but Mask had the upper hand, so he returns to fight outside with God, who is now deciding to get back in the ring with Robotnik. Doug, though, Doug using his body to block Robotnik from following up on the Irish Whip. A very solid bit of teamwork from the Dogs.
Gonna work their way back into this match, but
Ooh, shoulder catch suplex from the Mask onto the outside. Robotnik and God now trading blows inside the ring. I think this may be a little bit dangerous for Robotnik, who is the weaker of the two. But Doug and the Mask now back to the outside. Doug regaining momentum once again. Series of blows. Oh, he's got another big neck breaker on the walls of Robotnik, the walls of Mobius locked in. Is God gonna tap? Really wrenching back on the legs, on the back. Oh. Doug managing to break that, but Robotnik now getting the pin. Oh, very, very close. Doug with the leg sweep. God flattened. God cannot move right now. It is basically a handicap match between the two. Oh! Big suplex. Gets the cover, gets the two. Oh, but once again, the walls of Mobius are locked in. This is very dangerous for the team of the Deity Dogs. Is he going to tap?
Oh, no, he's breaking free.
Powering through. The Mask hits something big on Doug. Doug is now out for the count.
Ooh, God missed the Superman punch.
Oh, and the big knee lands. God is distracted. Center of the ring. Mask has the pin.
Oh, no.
Oh, the Mask got the pin as God was distracted with the power bomb. That is not what we wanted to see from the Dogs. Oh, this was an absolute showing by Carry On My Wayward Jim.
Who'd have thought, eh? Carry On My Wayward Jim.
Yeah, like I thought this match was an absolute done deal when we saw the entrances, but what an upset. Carry On My Wayward Jim getting a clean victory over the Deity Dogs.
It's a big scalp for them.
It is a very big trophy for their cabinet. Like, this may put them on the map. Like, the tag division is having a real shake up right now. Let's go back to the desk and talk it through a little bit because holy shit. Shit.
I mean, it's not like that wasn't undeserved, you know? I mean, like they, especially with the Mask, had like just sadly had Doug in his back pocket for the entire match. Like there was very few points. I mean, Doug managed to like get off a few like sweet chin musics in there.
Yeah.
But that was probably about the most I unfortunately see him in there. As much as that breaks my heart to say, the Mask was definitely the better wrestler for that.
Yeah, the Mask had the upper hand there, but it was a rough one. Like. I don't quite know where the Dogs go from there, where Carry On My Wayward Jim go from there. I mean, the whole tag division is kind of being turned on its head right now.
It's just having this kind of beautiful moment where it's just sort of like switching through. We've had one phase of it from the way we originally like formed the division. Now it seems to be sort of like transitioning again into another section
Good for her.
of it. Another little small good for her. But another the small mini era of it. I see what new teams can be part of. We pushed up all of our original teams to see how they fared against each other. And much in the same way, like the whole tag division seems to be a big surprise. Who would have thought the Fight Boyfriends would have been the top team?
Fight Boyfriends on top.
All those other ones.
We've now got like the emergence of Vicious and Delicious. We've got DK and Diddy Kong coming together. We've got Carry On My Wayward Jim showing up and winning. We've got the Faces of Death and Freddie and Jason coming back together out the woodwork. It's an exciting time for tag team wrestling right now, and wrestling is silly. I'm going to be very interested to see which of these emerge. And we've got the Magic Coliseum, which is really going to be a way for all of them to put their cards on the table and put their best foot forward. I mean, I had some teams sort of in the back of my head that I thought were going to sign up for that, but I'm basically throwing all that out now. It's
Yep.
going to be...
Screw it up, throw it in the ball. I don't care if it's like the nice like Empire like stationery they keep leaving around. Just throw it in the bin.
Yeah, it is chaos right now. It is official. Majima says there has to be chaos. We are approaching our main event, our headline match, and this is we are heading back to the flippy shit division. So, would you like to take the reins on announcing this headline match?
Friends and fronds, it is my esteemed pleasure to show off the very first defense of the flippy shit division. Its title. It is now the champion, Karl Marx, facing off against Bugs Bunny. This is going to be the most gravity-defying match you're going to see in the evening, considering we had the mac and cheese man and Scarecrow earlier on. That's going to be saying something. I hope you all fundamentally, like massively enjoy this, because I know I am.
It's going to be a hell of a match. Shall we go down to the ring?
Yep.
Would you like to do the Mark Henry thing before we do?
Oh, it's enough talk, me. It's time for the main event.
Let's go.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Rated R Championship.
He won't say a swear. He thinks swears are rated
No.
R.
He's censoring himself.
Yeah. Poor guy. He knows you can swear on Twitch, right?
Yeah. You can say bums and everything.
Yeah, he can say all the poopy words.
Yeah. Cankles. That's a swear, right?
Bugs Bunny coming down to the ring with that red and yellow smoke that I think by this point he knows. He knows the red and yellow smoke is a bit of a trigger for the chat. They know who
Well,
it's
who cares?
associated with.
Yeah, but who cares? Because Bugsmania is running wild.
Bugsmania is running wild, and I adore Bugsmania. I think he's one hell of a first shot for our champion. We need to get Tak Yagami so we can get 3 wrestlers with it. Yeah. Once he's done investigating all the crimes in all of Japan, we will see if we can get Yagami on the books.
And taking part in like the robot class as well at school. I don't know.
Yeah, there's
Yagami's
robot
the one.
classes and drone racers. If we're saying he's a detective, he's got a lot of free time on his own.
Yeah. Yagami's the detective guy in the Judgment games, right?
He is, yes. Well done.
Yeah, I'm learning things.
And you know who Kiryu and Majima are, obviously.
Yeah. I know who Kenny Omega is, and he's a Yakuza
The
now.
most important Yakuza, Kenny Omega. He is, he's officially a Yakuza, and my heart grew 10 sizes that day. My two loves combined, Yakuza and Kenny Omega. Really milking that entrance for every second, isn't he?
Yeah, I can't think where he gets that entrance from.
No, doesn't remind me of anyone at all.
No.
I remember last week somebody described Bugs Bunny as the most naked a person could be. And yep, no, that is 100% correct. And now making his way to the ring, the champion, the brawling proletariat, the revolution of the people, the marksman, Karl Marx. Did you expect when you booked the Flip Shit division, when you booked the ladder match, how high up your rankings was Karl Marx?
I'm going to be honest. He surprised me managing to come out the ladder match as the champion. I had him upper decks, in terms of my grading of high flyers, but probably not the initial champions. So this is going to be a good spot for him to really prove it to me, if no one else, that he deserves to be holding that belt.
Yeah, he very much I think surprised us all in that match. In the dying moments of that match, he very much decided the match was over and took it for himself.
Introducing the challenger from another
And Bugs Bunny has been a real surprise in the recent weeks. He's been on a bit of a tear.
And introducing the champion from London, England, weighing in at 250 pounds, he is the Rated R champion, Karl Marcus.
It's, of course, the first title defense for Karl Marx. First real opportunity to show why he earned that title.
Now we get to see, is this going to be a kind of a Superman-style reign, or is this going to be a Gordon Ramsay reign?
The real two ends of the spectrum of title reigns. Well, there's only one way to find out. Karl Marx is from London, England. That's why he's buried there. Fun Karl Marx fact: he had every other citizenship revoked for his communist ideas.
Oh,
That's why he is credited as from London, England.
well.
Oh,
All the places have citizenship.
Yeah, we were the only ones that let him in. And now, sweet backflip kick there from Bugs Bunny, now taking early dominance in the competition. I don't have any facts about Bugs Bunny's citizenship for you, unfortunately. Lots more Karl Marx facts though, so I hope he wins.
Bugs Bunny once won the citizenship of all planets after his immaculate win in the very prestigious Space Jam tournament.
Ah, yes, of course, the Space Jam tournament. We remember that well.
Yeah.
Trying to get an early close on the competition with that very early pin. Oh, the knee to the back of the head from Karl.
Ugly, so ugly. I love it.
Could have been less ugly, but Bugs rolled into it, and now a big wrenching submission, heirs of the Jungle Vine from Karl Marx. Oh, Bugs managing to roll out of it though. Oh, speaking of ugly, it is gone dark, and Karl with the blackout, trying to gain momentum, but I think a little bit too early to use those devious moves. Bugs able to break his way out, and now the stun dog millionaire.
Karl Marx, well-known teleporter.
Oh, once again, a little bit too early for pins like that. But a two count is very scary for Karl this early on. And now he's taking a moment to rest and recover. And a big
630.
630 senton lands. It was almost
goodness.
that's all, folks. But Karl managing to get a last second kick out. But the lion salt does not land. Big slap across the chest. Bugs very much still in control. Spinning Hurricane Rana there.
I thought I'd have a chance to catch my breath there. These guys are not letting me.
The flip shit division does not have a second to break. Once they get going, they are all on fire. Whipping Marks into the corner. Going for the opposite. And big shotgun dropkick. Hard buckle from Karl Marx. Bugs very dominant so far.
Maybe I can get a pin off the shock of that one.
Yeah, I honestly thought that was it. But the knee to the head does not land. Karl had it scouted. Big strike. Half and half. Dumping Bugs right on his head, climbing up to the top rope. Big elbow drop lands. Dead center.
Right in the middle of the ring.
Just a 2 count. Gonna have to dig deep, Karl. Come on, this is for the people. This is for the workers. They're all striking today for you.
Sorry,
big
Bugs.
duck. And the exploder suplex. And a kip up. Love a kip up. Runs to the ropes again. Wants him on his feet. Are we going to see it?
Here we go.
The People's Revolution. Deep hooks. Very, very close, but Bugs had it on the last second. The Dragon Screw. Bugs climbing up middle rope. Changes his mind as Karl rolls away a little bit too far. Oh my goodness. Snapdragon suplex. I know one of your least favorite moves to see.
I don't know why. Something about the Snapdragon that just doesn't do it for me.
Oh, Bugs rolling out of that predicament into a reverse DDT. Oh, double unhooks. What's he got? Oh, goes for the rolling Dominator once again. Gets the cover. Oh, another 2 count. The ring awareness from Bugs to block the ropes with his body. Very clever. He's learned a lot in his time here. Oh, Carl getting to his feet. Bugs got something in the chamber. What is it going to be? Oh, goes for the diving Superman, but Carl had it scouted. Carl playing possum a little bit there. Oh, the neckbreaker combination into a butterfly suplex. A lethal combination there. And now, gets the leg. Big spinebuster there. Very deep hooks, but the rope break was in place. We're seeing the vicious striking game from Karl Marx.
Yeah, those strikes everyone was asking for.
Yeah. Ooh, big back kick there. And the moonsault lands. And now Bugs throwing Carl onto the apron. That is an interesting... Ooh, snapping back with the enziguri. Interesting, like throwing Carl out of the ring at this point in the match is a very interesting strategy, because Carl was, I think, on his ass, ready to get pinned.
Oh,
and now showboating to the fans.
Again, questionable choice there by the champion.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Oh, we go for another
blow
one.
into another stun dog. Oh, this could be it. New champ. Ooh, very close.
Margins are so fine in this match the whole way through.
Carl's got a lot in the tank, and I think Bugs now stalking his prey. Ooh, again, Carl playing possum, ducking the lion salt.
There's so much of that this match.
Mm-hmm. Big strikes, another big half and half suplex. Carl now running to the ropes, climbing his way up. Once him on his feet, are we going to see another? One more People's Revolution. There's the spin, and it lands. Deep hooks once again. Oh, and there it is. The People's Revolution secures the victory for Karl Marx. Karl Marx retains the flippy shit title.
Congratulations. Great first defense of the title.
Mm-hmm. That was very close.
Mm-hmm.
Could have gone both ways at any point. That was a tumultuous final battle.
Yeah. But Code of Honor respected at the end of the match.
Mm-hmm. But Carl getting a moment to really take in the spirit of the people. And like I said, there was a lot of strikes both in the ring and in the workforce, and I think he channeled that energy. He channeled that workers' energy into those People's Revolutions. Let's go back to the desk once again for the last time. As we come to a draw to a close this episode of Wrestling is Silly. What an episode. What a way to come back. What a tumultuous episode. Good Lord.
Yeah, I see that too. Interesting.
Some big upsets, some big
big announcements. The Majima Coliseum announced it today.
We saw the first Wrestling is Silly promo package. We had the birth of Majima Says. We had Karl Marx's first big defense that went his way. It's been a very big episode, and of course we saw the return of the voice of the people, Womack Berry.
Matt Commentary Desk.
Matt Commentary Desk is back. It's good to have you back. It's good to have it's good to have Wrestling is Silly
it's good to be back.
Format again.
It's nice to be able to be back on. It's not had a great January. It's been a bit of a write-off, but I'm happy to sort of at least start off the second month of the year with something fun. So thanks as always for having me there. Thank you very much for the nice things people have been saying to me in chat as well. I do genuinely appreciate it. And also a really big, like enormous, massive thank you to Zach for stepping in for me for unexpectedly the whole of January.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
it started off as just 1 week, and then it was just Zach really did fill those boots rather well. He was a very good guest commentator.
Yep. It's nice to know that if I'm taken down with the cheese sickness again, that the wrestling facility is in more than good enough hands.
Of course. And once again, a huge thank you to Aiyekara for joining the Ko-fi Wrestling is Silly membership. Once again, if you would like to help us push Wrestling is Silly as far as we can, that we have a few different membership levels over there at kofi.com/wrestling is silly. All money goes to hiring things like voice act. We needed voice actors and translators for that segment. We're going to be getting more voice actors, more different ways to improve the show. So if you'd like to help us out, there is your link. Thank you, everybody scrolling up the screen now for subscribing and being part of the show, and all of your biggest fan trading back and forth.
Good booty sharing, everyone.
Good, fantastic booty sharing all around. I'm gonna find somebody to raid into, to send all of you lovely people here at the end of the stream. Let's see who we can find who is online. Oh, there's a lot of good people online. We have Rue doing a bit of Hades. We have Hexagorgon doing Fire Emblem. We have Formless Mist doing Paradise Killer. Are we feeling Hades or are we feeling Fire Emblem? What are we feeling?
Rue's always a good time to raid into.
Rue is always a good raid. Let's go over. Let's dive on over to Rue. Rue is playing Hades. Rue is big friend of the channel. We always love a bit of Rue. So let's go over there. Me and Zach will be back on Monday for. Some more Hypnospace Outlaw, possibly the end of Hypnospace Outlaw. I think maybe. And then Wrestling is Silly will of course be back every Wednesday for more of this, with the return of Womat Commentary Desk. Follow me on Twitter, follow Matt on Twitter, join us on Discord. The Discord link is in the chat, and buy our gay little pins at nerdyqueer.com. If you would like to stick around for the raid, that would be brilliant. But if you just want to stick around to drop the raid message in and then run away, that's just as cool too. And as always, book in here, book a file, wherever the book you are. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll catch you in the next stream, and love you, bye.